This is the FerdY Sentosa 59 Acrylic Freestanding Bathtub. I just wanted to share my experience with this in case anyone else is considering it, because I just finished a bathroom remodel, and this was one of those choices I knew I would either enjoy every week or regret every week. What this tub is, in plain terms, is a freestanding rectangular soaking tub made out of glossy white acrylic, with a brushed nickel drain cover and a simple overflow. If you are looking for a tub that sits out in the open and becomes a visual focal point, but you still want something that feels normal to live with day to day, that is the kind of buyer I think this fits. It also makes sense if you like clean lines and squared-off fixtures. That is basically the reason I picked it. My sinks and a lot of the other shapes in my bathroom are more rectangular than curved, and I wanted the tub to match that language instead of looking like it came from a totally different style. In person, the shape is the first thing you notice. It is a true rectangle with clean edges, not a soft oval pretending to be modern. The high-gloss acrylic has a bright, reflective look under bathroom lighting, and it feels smooth when you run your hand over it. It does not feel cold the way some other materials can, and it does not give off that industrial vibe. It is more like a clean, simple surface that is easy to live with. The rim is flat enough that I can set a candle or a small bottle there without it immediately wanting to slide off, and it is wide enough for a bath caddy to sit securely. Comfort is where I was picky, because a tub can look great and still be annoying to actually use. The depth matters. This one has a soaking depth right around 16 inches, and that is the difference between feeling like you are sitting in warm water versus actually soaking. When I fill it to a normal level, the water comes up high enough that I can relax my shoulders down into the tub instead of feeling half exposed. I am average height, and it works well for me. I have had a couple taller friends try it, and the feedback was basically that it still feels like a proper soak, not a shallow bath. The backrest area is also done in a way that makes sense. One end has a gentle slope, and it supports my lower back without forcing me into a specific position. It is not aggressively reclined, which I prefer, because I can shift around and still feel supported. If you are the kind of person who stays in the tub longer than 10 minutes, that little bit of shaping matters. Something I did not expect to care about as much is heat retention. With this acrylic body, the water stays warm longer than the older alcove tub I used to have. I'm not saying it stays hot forever, but I do notice that I am not topping off with hot water as quickly. For me, it turns a bath from a quick thing into something I can actually sit in and read for a while without feeling like the water is getting chilly right away. Getting in and out feels steady. Even though the surface is glossy, it does not feel slippery in a scary way. I still use common sense, obviously, but I have not had that moment where my foot slides unexpectedly. The tub also feels solid when you step into it. It is acrylic reinforced with fiberglass, and it does not feel flimsy or hollow. Setup is where I think a lot of people get nervous with freestanding tubs, and I get it. This is not the kind of tub that locks into 3 walls and hides everything. It sits where you place it, and all the little details matter, like floor level, drain alignment, and ceiling. The tub itself is just under 100 pounds. I could shift it a bit, but lifting and placing it is not a one-person job in real life. I needed a second person so I was not scraping the floor or twisting the tub while lining up the drain. I followed the manual and a couple install videos, and overall it was straightforward, but you do want basic tools and patience. The key for me was taking time on the drain connection. I also ran a clean ring of silicone around the base after positioning it. That did 2 things. It helped stop any water from getting under the tub during normal bathroom use, and it kept the tub from subtly shifting. Since doing that, it has stayed put. I did run into an issue on my first fill. Water was leaking at the drain, and it was one of those moments where your stomach drops because you just remodeled a bathroom and the last thing you want is water going where it should not. In my case, the drain seal was not seated correctly. I contacted the company, sent a photo, and they pointed out what was wrong and mailed me a replacement seal. I pulled the drain apart, reinstalled it carefully, and since then it has been dry. No drips, no slow seep, nothing. I am mentioning it because it happened to me, and also because it is the kind of problem that is fixable, but only if you catch it early and you are willing to redo the connection the right way. In daily use, I like the flexibility of how I can sit. With a lot of tubs, you feel like there is one correct end. Here, because of the layout and the way the faucet is typically placed in the center area, I can lean on either side depending on what feels good that day. It also works better when I share the tub, because it does not force one person into the uncomfortable end. My bath caddy also fits without bumping into the spout, which sounds minor, but it keeps the whole setup from feeling cramped. Cleaning has been simple. The glossy acrylic wipes down quickly with a soft cloth and normal bathroom cleaner, and I have also used a little dish soap when I just wanted something gentle. It has not stained on me so far, and it does not hold on to soap scum the way some textured surfaces do. I avoid abrasive scrubbers because I do not want micro scratches building up over time, but with normal care, it has stayed shiny and white. Durability has been fine in the ways that matter in a normal bathroom. I have dropped a handheld shower head and a couple bottles in it, not on purpose, and I did not get cracks or chips. I am sure you could damage it if you really tried, but for everyday accidents, it has held up. There are a couple limitations worth saying out loud. If you have zero plumbing experience and you do not want to learn, you will probably want help for the drain hookup. The tub part is mostly about positioning, but the drain connection is not where you want to guess. Also, because it is freestanding, you should plan on properly sealing the base. If you just set it down and hope friction does the job, you may end up with slight movement or water creeping underneath from splashes over time. Overall, after using it through normal weeks, not just one weekend, I am happy with how it fits into the room and how it feels to actually take a bath in it. The rectangular shape was the point for me, and it looks consistent with the rest of my fixtures. Comfort has been good. The water stays warm long enough for a real soak, and cleaning has not become a chore. The only real drama I had was that initial drain seal issue, and once it was corrected, it has been trouble-free. I will leave detailed information about the FerdY Sentosa 59 acrylic freestanding bathtub in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.